Hello engineers, welcome to Engineer Brandon's Tools. Today we are going to do an introduction to Arduino, and we are going to do the most basic project on Arduino, that is blinking a LED with a delay of 1 second. So before doing that, we are going to do our simulations on Proteus. Then after, we are going to build the project on our breadboard. So watch and enjoy the video. So we are going to create a project on Proteus. So I'm going to explain how Arduino works. So I'm just going for the name. I'm going to say blink LED with Arduino. So folder, I'm going to choose a folder where I'm going to save my project. So blink LED with Arduino, yes. So there is some Proteus, when they are installed, they come with built-in Arduino libraries. But if yours does not have any Arduino libraries, you can download it and import it to your Proteus. So mine already has Arduino libraries. So an Arduino is just like a device here. So I'll go to pick devices, Arduino. So we are going to use Arduino Uno. So I'm going to take an Arduino Uno. So here is the Arduino. So for those who don't know, if you don't know how Arduino functions, so from pin 0 to pin 13 are digital pins, that is digital input or digital output. Then pin A0 to pin A5 are analog input pins. Here we have power supply, that is power output from the Arduino, and ground. So we can also have analog output pins from this pin 0 to 13. Any of these pins marked with this analog output pins. So we are going to connect an LED to our Arduino. So I'm going to write LED, let me say yellow. Yes. So I'm going to connect it to pin 13. I'm going to connect it to pin 13, and I'm going to connect my ground. So that is all about the schematic. Then for the code, so Arduino, when you download Arduino libraries and import it to Proteus, you'll notice that you can write Arduino codes on Proteus itself without having to use the IDE. So you come here to source code, you come on project, new project. So you notice that here we have family, Arduino, controller. Since I'm using an Arduino Uno, compiler, Proteus. So we are going to start. So programming an Arduino, you notice that when programming Arduino, you always need two main functions, that is the void setup function and the loop function. So the setup function is simply your setup, that is which pins are going to be the input and which pins are going to be the output to your Arduino. Then for the loop, here is the program itself. The program itself is written in the loop function, that is you write the program, it runs inside here and it loops back, it begins again that is, the program runs within this. So we are going to start coding. So I don't need this either. So as I said, setup is to write whether there is a setup of our program, that is which pins are input to our Arduino and which are output. So we have only one pin involved, which is an output, which is pin 13. So I will say pin mode 13, output. So Arduino is like an embedded C programming language, so it is case sensitive. Notice that I wrote output in capital. If I write output in lowercase letters, it will be something else, you will not recognize it. So that is all for my setup. So I'm going to write my code. So it's very easy. So I'm just going to say my Arduino should blink a LED for 1 second, release it for 1 second, blink it again for 1 second, continuously like that. So to send an input, that is to send an output to my Arduino to pin 13, I'm going to say digital write. Oh, I've made a mistake. Yes, that's it. Digital write pin 13, high. That is, I'm sending a value to pin 13 to blink the LED. So I'm going to delay for 1 second. So delay in Arduino is measured in milliseconds. So I'll convert 1 second to milliseconds, which is 1000 milliseconds. So that is it for the blinking. Then to off my Arduino for 1 second, I'm going to say digital write 13, low. That one will off my Arduino. Then I should put a delay of 1 second. That is, I should off my Arduino for a period of 1 second. So that is all about my code. That is all. So I'm going to run the code. So Proteus is going to compile it. So it is compiling, then it's going to run. Then later we are going to build the project on breadboard, and we are going to upload the codes to our microcontroller. So compile successfully. So you see, that's it. It blinks the LED for a period of 1 second, then release, then blink again for a period of 1 second and release. So thank you for watching. Please don't stop here. Please let us move to the building of the project on breadboard. Thank you. So engineers, we are going to build our project on breadboard. So here we have our Arduino, we have jumper wires, we have our light emitting diode, and we have our breadboard. So if you don't know how to use a breadboard, let me explain. So on breadboard, you notice that there are different sections. So you see a section with a blue line, a row of blue line. It means all of these holes on this line are interconnected, and for this red line, all of these holes are interconnected. But when it comes to this side, you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. When you come to this side, from A to E, all of these holes are connected. The same, similar for here. here. That is, if I connect something in this pin and I connect something in another pin on the same line with it, means I've short circuited. So don't try to do anything like that. So we are going to create a project on our IDE and copy our code in Proteus and send to our IDE. So here is our code which we wrote in Proteus. We are going to copy and we are going to paste it here. So we are going to save it. So I will save it as blinklet. So I'm going to compile to see whether there is any error. So it says compile successfully. So I'm going to build the project here. So initially we use pin 13 as output. We use pin 13 as output connected to our LED. So here on my Arduino, here is pin 8, pin 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is 13. I'll connect it. Let me just connect it here. Then here is my light emitting diode. The longer pin, the longer pin is the anode, while the shorter pin is a cathode. So I'll connect my anode to my pin 13. So I'll connect my longer pin to this wire. So that is it. So my longer pin, this one, has been connected to the wire, while the shorter pin, my cathode, will be connected to the ground. So here is ground. So I notice that there is ground here on Arduino GND here. So I'm going to connect my Arduino and load the code from my computer to my Arduino. Okay, so here is it. So when I connect, I should make sure the thing has detected. So I should go, I think it's tools. Yes, here is it. But since I'm using an Arduino board, Arduino Uno, I'll choose Arduino Uno. Then here is a port where it is connected, COM28. It has detected Arduino on COM28. So I'm going to upload my code into my Arduino. So that is it, uploading. So it has uploaded successfully. So that is it. So it blinks the LED for a period of 1 second and release, then blink again. So that is all about it. So with time we are going to do more bigger projects. So you need an Arduino starter kit to be doing your project. So here is mine, which I bought so that we'll be working together. So thank you very much.